Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video I'm going to take a look at Budget Face Hunter. If you're wondering about the figure below my picture that says Warriors 32 out of 55, then that's because this week my content is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. It's this sort of loot collecting role-playing game, and they want new people to try out their game. So if you use the link down below in the description to download the game and you complete the tutorial, it takes around 10 minutes to do so, then that would support the channel, but only this week. I already built a Budget Face Hunter back in April in the earlier days of Ashes of Outland, but now that the meta is a little bit more stable and we have a lot more data about card performance in this meta, I wanted to revisit the archetype and see how does my design hold. And as it turns out, it held pretty well. I ended up changing 2 cards in the deck. I took out the Animal Companions. Animal Companions were not performing very well in Face Hunter, and I put in a pair of Arcane Shots instead. And now this is fairly fine-tuned. I took it on the ladder and I had great success with this. Definitely a deck that you can easily climb to Legend with in the current meta. And Face Hunter is indeed very powerful and playable even without toxic reinforcements, so you can do it fully on a budget. The core package that I used already back in April was Scavenger's Ingenuity, which tutors either Stone Tusk Boars or Face Stalkers for you. So then you have some big boars or big Face Stalkers, and tutoring Face Stalkers also helps you get explosive traps so that you can counter Demon Hunters. And tutoring boars just gives you a lot of reach, especially in combination with Scrap Shot. Scrap Shot can also go face, buff a boar in your hand, boar can immediately go face. Some great ways to end games there. As always with a Face Hunter deck, you want to be very aggressive. You also want to weave in your hero power as much as you can, so you try to optimize the damage that you can deal over the first 6 to 8 turns of the game, at which point you should be winning. So for every decision you make, you need to ask yourself, okay, how does this deliver as much damage over time as possible? If I use hero power here, is it better than playing a minion? Then if you play minions, you have some more death rattle minions like Leper Gnomes and the Kobold Sand Troopers. You want to play them 1 turn before you need the damage, because obviously you can't trigger the death rattle typically on the same turn. So with that sort of consideration, you're just constantly trying to figure out how do I deal the most damage and eventually win the game. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're mulliganing for Dwarven Sharpshooter, Blazing Battle Mage, Scavenger's Ingenuity, Face Stalker, and the Imprisoned Felmo. 5 cards that you're really looking for. Don't keep Arcane Shots in the mulligan, you want to draw them later on. Don't keep Leper Gnomes, they're not great on turn 1, you want to draw them later. Don't keep Trackings, that's also something that you want to draw later so that you can fish for lethal. And don't keep your boars either. You don't want to play a boar on 1, you want to get boar from Scavenger's Ingenuity. And with this rather simple mulligan, you then go on and try to win the game. If you have a little bit more dust available and you want to upgrade this deck, there are a couple of simple upgrades. They can be done at any time. So Toxic Reinforcements directly replaces Leper Gnomes in this list. If you have 1 copy, you can just put it in. If you have 2, great, put them in. And Dragonbane is just good. So you want to take out 1 Scrap Shot in order to fit in Dragonbane. And with those couple of substitutions, suddenly you have a top tier Face Hunter deck. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon to get notifications when new videos come. And now, let's go take a look at Budget Face Hunter in action. Palamage on 1, Felmo on 2. Sounds decent enough. Don't want to go Sharpshooter yet. Probably not. Rogue kept 1 card. Tabletop deck the Pharaoh Cat. Alright. Well. Battle Mage on 1. Let's see how this one's going to work out. Ah, the infamous backstab. And a secret. Oh dear. I'm still going to play the Felmo now. Not an ambush, so Bamboozle or Dirty Tricks. Okay, that's fine. Could have a Seal Fate. I have the option to kill this Pharaoh Cat here, so that at least this wouldn't hit into that one. I guess that's a good use of my resources here. Killing that Pharaoh Cat now. He may or may not have a Seal Fate. And if he has Seal Fate, well, he plays Seal Fate plus a Lackey, of course. If he has it. To try to avoid getting the Felmol hit into his face. Okay, he doesn't mind getting hit in the face. Fine, fine. I'm cool with that too. We play more stuff and shoot more face. Tobikai, time to look in that raid thingamajig. Thanks, Tobikai. Yeah, we're at 27 supporters so far, of people who have completed the tutorial. And my goal for this week's campaign would be 55. That's not a card that I wanted to see here. Let's see if I can pick up like a kill command here. No, this is a disaster. Both explosive drops here. Ouch. Face Stalker just became useless. There might be a room for Unleash plays here. And his secret is actually a Bamboozle. So this one becomes an 8-drop. Interesting. So it becomes a good 8-drop. I mean, you don't go into this business, this face hunting business, if you're afraid of some random rolls. Because if it's not a taunt, oh dear. Well, I guess I die. I still think that was the right play, because obviously the Shield of Calagon would just sit there for all eternity, forcing me to eventually attack into it. And by attacking into it with a smaller minion, thereby possibly rendering the taunt ineffective, I make it possible for myself to push more face damage. But now I have to be very, very careful about this. I probably can't push enough. Doesn't look very likely. Because there's 6/6 every time I attack. I would need to somehow deal 15 damage. There's already 11 damage on board now. So I can't even attack. Nah, there's no way for me to push 15. I think we lost that one. Well, there was a Bamboozle and the 4/5 taunt. And obviously I attacked a small minion into the 4/5 taunt to get the taunt out of the way so that I can push face. But then it turned into Zeraku. It was a calculated risk that I do not regret taking. This one has the best chance to actually connect the face. Lebanon can be used for damage a little later too. He could of course Seal Felt that next turn, but that sort of stuff happens. Play the Ingenuity here. Face a little bit. I had the option to coin the boar. Coining the boar might have been correct. That's coining the boar would have been better, right? Probably. And also coin the hero power here. Keep pushing. Get a secret out. See what happens next. He didn't have a Seal Fate and he didn't have a backstab. And now the secret creates uncertainty. Well, he did have a Seal Fate, but he saved it for that one, which probably was a good play. Takes a bunch of damage from this one though. I do like that. I like that a lot. Just need to figure out the optimal way to deal damage here. This could be a tracking turn. For a kill command. I think kill command will be better than the bow. I'll just play the leper gnome. Ping face, hit face. Just be aggressive for the time being. Topic guy, that's Hearthstone. Yeah, Hearthstone. Good day, Cochrane. Ooh, it's a Highlander deck. Well, he has actual healing in the form of Zephyrus then. Okay. That's alright. Another Scavenger's Ingenuity. Okay, let's use that. Become a Face Stalker. Wasn't exactly what I wanted. But fine. Oh, Cane Shot face and Hero Power face this turn. This is okay. Just keep pushing. Need to play the Face Stalker. If it was a boar, I would have just went in with the boar now. Lots of stealthy things. Interesting. 4 hounds. And I still have the explosive trap that's not triggered. Actually, drawing this was maybe a problem for me. Doesn't seem ideal. Actually, I think this turn is the bow. Just hero power and hit once into the taunt minion now. This seems okay. Sets up for that one to die too. If he wants to go into the secret. Nice heist burn, but is it too late? So if I go in with the Unleash now, 2 hounds go here, that's 4 plus 3. That's 7. 12, yeah, that's lethal. Well, let's just kill him. Yay, yay. Piggy is also coming. And all the friends, everyone is coming. Pow, dead rogue. Now, this is that type of game that games are supposed to be. Ingenuity is a keep. I like Ingenuity. Ingenuity is fun. What kind of hunter is this? The do nothing kind at start. I like that. That's a fun hunter type. So it's Highlander or it's dragons or something. Okay, so now Ingenuities have guaranteed boars. And do you know what that means? That means that it's piggy time. Here, piggy piggy, let's go face. Because face is the place. How are you going to kill this with 3 mana? Okay, with Diving Griffin. That's an excellent answer. Alright. I thought he wouldn't, but he would. An abundance of bows means that I need to equip some and start hitting him in the face. Fine, I thought he wouldn't be able to kill that with 3 mana. I was wrong. What's the main difference between deck review and choose a deck? Choose a deck, I play a game with that. Deck review, I look into it a little bit more, I comment on it, think about how it could be improved, and then I play some. Do I need to kill this? No, there's no particular need to do that. I can just hit him in the face. Hitting him in the face seems like a decent plan. When in doubt, go face. I have another piggy coming from this one. I didn't care about that face stalker anyway. Dislike getting oozed, but not a big deal really. If you can discover a taunt, that would be a big deal. I mean, because we're just hitting face. What else would we do here? Hitting face is fun and productive. Okay. More face damage. More bow charges. Next thing you're telling me that he also runs Harrison. Well, he could have Zephyrus, of course. Oh, a Dragonbane. 4, 7, 9 damage. Didn't particularly want to draw that, but fine. Play that, we'll play this, we'll play that, we'll play this. And next move. Because if he kills that and triggers the explosive trap, he's already dead. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, you know. Well, so the sponsorship has been much more stressful than I expected it to be, but we'll see. That's life, I guess.
More like a wisp than a warden.
I can't get through this 2-5 taunt. Oh noes. I think I lost like 4 subscribers on YouTube today because of the sponsorship. Because apparently if you can actually make some money from doing 1000 hours of work a year on generating content, then you're evil. That happens. So I have a little bit more of an incentive to actually try to make money off this. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I can actually kill that. So I think I will. Ooh, I get to smack the priest in the face for 5. Yay! This is the best day of my life. So Galagon Priest is still fine even though there's a ton of rogues. Well, it obviously loses to rogue most of the time. But there are not that many rogues. Like, there are more warriors than rogues on the ladder. And the Galagon Priest is the best against warrior. So it's still okay. Well, this is getting very interesting. I'm just going to smack this priest in the face. Let's see how this goes. But yeah, Galagon Priest is... Oh, should have traded. My bad. Now I'm going to lose this one because of that, right? Totally my bad. And that was terrible. You need to trade more against Priest now because of Apotheosis. I had not considered that properly. Because this will now be a loss. Almost guaranteed. I can't push fast enough. So I could have hero powered and hit into the big old whelp. That would have probably won the game. That was a mistake from me. That's interesting. I hadn't really thought about the importance of trading in this matchup properly, but now that they're running double apotheoses, they usually have it. Well, there are 2 warriors in 27 games. That is definitely less warriors than you would usually expect. You could expect like 15% to 20% warriors.
I am the iron hand of the wastes.
I might still win this if he doesn't have a taunt. That's interesting. Boar, please. That's my boar. So it's a scrap shot to the face. Hit to the face. I'm one off this turn. I'll still try with the leper gnome now. Let's see how much the priest can heal. Or if he has a taunt. The 50-50 roll for this ingenuity to get another boar. There's still face stalker left too. That's a penance. I mean, it's not like the priest has 12 from hand. But are there taunt minions? An elaborate scheme. It was not a bad idea from the priest. It just wasn't enough. Because we have one big boar. I don't know what's wrong. We'll see. Well, this mage. Puzzle box is one excellent way to win this matchup for the mage. Just play Dragoncaster and puzzle box. And watch the win come to you. Yeah, I did promise that I will play that deck soon. And I promised that I will play a lot of it. So I hope that makes up for it. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe I just suck. That's a perfectly valid explanation as well. So he wants to ramp now. But at least he's going to get hit in the face. But he will be able to coin Reno the turn after. So I guess he doesn't mind. He's going to coin that Reno. But that's just the way it goes. Coin this card here. The Reno. Ah, sorry, it was that card. I was a little off again. Like my intuition said that it was the leftmost card. But it actually wasn't. So it's just wrong. We'll see how this goes. We keep hitting. Now I am a little bit sad. More sad than I used to be. Definitely a little sad. That Kaatut is so good here. That could be an ice barrier.
I will crush your delusions of grandeur.
He's going to kill the Kaatut off. Why did he not kill the Kaatut yet? Can I beat the ice barrier? Maybe. If that's a boar, I might. I might beat the ice barrier. We'll give it a try. Depends whether he has more taunts. That's a lethal setup for next turn though. 7, 13. 13 plus 5 is 18. 7 mana. I have 18 damage. I'm one off. I'm one off here. He might be a little off too though.
Quickly.
For master we take!
I hunt alone.
It's possible that he can be a little off too. He doesn't always have direct damage in the deck. So he would need 2 damage from hand. And it's not always there. And if that's not coming and if there's no taunts... Taunts are crucial now. Is there a taunt minion? There are some taunt minions in the deck, so there could be a taunt minion. Okay. Malygos' Frostbolt is the only out. No, Missiles is an out too. We managed to beat the Kaatut and the Ice Barrier. It's pretty close. But we did it.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.